Today I'm going to cover off the Princess Highway. No, I'm doing a West Head track called Salvation Loop. It's a little loop that goes around, has two entrances that come out on the road. Oh wow, black cockatoo, how beautiful. Yes, there's two entrances and they both come out onto the West Head Road. And there isn't really much space to park at either entrance. So there's a picnic kind of area sort of in between the two entrances where you can park there. And so that's what we've done. And we're just walking up to one of the entrances and we'll do the track and we'll come out at the other and then we'll walk back to the car. So this road's pretty quiet today, hence why I'm doing this. I wouldn't recommend walking in the middle of this road on a normal weekend. Being Easter weekend, it's a lot of people away from Sydney, and this place out here has been really quiet in general, actually. But normally this is chockers with cars, bikes, push bikes, you name it. It's a really, it's a nice little kind of drive, nice circuit, so you can understand why. Yeah. Anyway, so heading up to one of the entrances to the loop, and we'll go from there. Salvation Track in West Head, Ku-ring-gai National Park. It's pretty busy. I just was saying that this road's quiet today. Just a million cars just went past. All right, so this is one of the entrances here, Salvation Loop. The loop part of the track is the least interesting part of this walk. I recommend the extended trip that goes off this, but I'm not going to be doing that today. I don't have enough time and I don't have enough water, and that will be a story that I'll bring into this video later on. So let's get on the track. Let's get on it. It's about halfway along the Salvation Loop, and this is where the other track comes off that's not a loop. Wallaroo Fire Trail, apparently it's called. And I had a bit of an experience on this track. It was a very hot day in summer. I think it was due to be like 45 degrees. So I came out early and, you know, thought I'd prepped well, like had my bag, had a snack, had some water, you know, sunscreen on, hat, all that. I'd looked at the trail online, basically knew how long it was, and that was about it though. So as I started on the 3K walk from this point out, I don't know, I just got into it, just into the zone, and the track was covered in these multicolored grasshoppers, and as you walked along and disturbed them, they would just leap off and fly off in front of you, and all these different colors would like the fireworks off the track. And I was just mesmerized by that. I was mesmerized with the views you get along that track too, over Cowan Waters. and just the bush and the scenery. It's a really, really pretty track. And I just got lost in the moment. I got lost in the zone with it all, and I lost track of time. I lost track of how hot it was getting, how hot I was getting. And the worst part is how little water I'd taken with me on what would be an 8-kilometre walk on a 45-degree day, and I had a half a litre of water with me. For most of the trek out to the track, it had been downhill and no cover, not much at all tree cover. It was a pretty exposed track. Yeah, I somehow managed to keep it together and just keep level-headed and just take my time and try and, as I went along, if there was like a rock or something, I could just stop and get a little bit of respite from the sun. My head was pounding from the heat, my head was spinning, and I just can feel myself getting hotter and hotter with every step that I made, and it was pretty scary. Hail this f***ing car and this f***ing air conditioning. Oh, thank you. Okay. So, car reads 40 degrees. I've just learned a big lesson. Wow, look at my hands shaking. Whew. Yeah, so that was real. Salvation track. Well and truly. I should know better. I come out and do a lot of bushwalks, you know, particularly in this area. I know what to expect. I knew it was going to be hot. So it can happen to anyone, you know, it can happen very easily. You can get into trouble very quickly in the bush. It's a bit of a trap, and it caught me out. So not saying I'm the most intelligent person in the world. I am not. I am far from it. But not the dumbest person in the world. And I'm quite experienced with walks and drinking water. So there you go. All right, we'll push on with the last part of this loop.